Imagine sitting down to a meal that transports you straight to the sun-drenched hills of Tuscany or the bustling trattorias of Rome. A dish that's not only bursting with flavor, but also effortlessly elegant. That's the magic of Italian Chicken Chardonnay. It's a dish where succulent chicken meets the bright, fruity notes of Chardonnay wine, all wrapped in a sauce that's at once comforting and sophisticated. But what's the secret behind making this classic truly amazing? Let's unlock the culinary wisdom that Italian cooks have cherished for generations and discover how to create a chicken Chardonnay that dazzles the senses and lingers in the memory. The first secret lies in the quality of your ingredients. Italian cuisine is all about simplicity, but within that simplicity is a deep respect for freshness and purity. Start with chicken that's tender and full of flavor. Organic or free-range is best, as these birds have a richer taste and a more satisfying texture. Whether you choose boneless chicken breasts or thighs, ensure each piece is trimmed well and patted dry, so it browns beautifully in the pan. Next, the backbone of the dish, Chardonnay wine. The choice of wine is critical. Select a dry, unoaked Chardonnay, one that's crisp and lively, not weighed down by heavy oak or buttery flavors. The wine should be good enough to drink on its own, because its character will infuse the entire dish. When you cook with wine, you're not just adding liquid. You're layering in a bouquet of aromas, from green apple and pear to subtle hints of citrus and stone fruit. These notes will mingle with the savory flavors of the chicken, creating a sauce that's both complex and balanced. But before the wine ever hits the pan, it's time to build a foundation of flavor. Heat a generous splash of extra virgin olive oil, preferably cold-pressed, over medium-high heat. The oil should shimmer, not smoke, signaling that it's ready. Add the chicken in a single layer, allowing each piece plenty of space. Don't rush this step. Let the chicken get a golden, caramelized crust. It's this browning that unlocks deep, savory flavors. Flip once, searing the other side, then remove the chicken and set it aside. You'll notice browned bits, or fond, clinging to the bottom of the pan. Don't discard them. These are flavor gold. Now turn the heat down slightly and add finely chopped shallots and garlic to the pan. The shallots bring a gentle sweetness, while the garlic infuses the oil with its unmistakable aroma. Stir gently, scraping up those browned bits with a wooden spoon. This is where the magic begins, the transformation of simple ingredients into something extraordinary. Once the shallots are translucent and the garlic fragrant, it's time for a splash of Chardonnay. As the wine hits the hot pan, it sizzles and steams, deglazing the pan and lifting all those rich caramelized flavors into the sauce. Let it simmer for a few minutes, reducing slightly, so the alcohol cooks off and the wine's natural fruitiness intensifies. This reduction is key. It concentrates the flavors and creates a harmony between the wine and the savory elements. Now, you'll build the sauce, a symphony of Italian flavors. Add a handful of halved cherry tomatoes for a burst of color and acidity, or, if you prefer, a few sun-dried tomatoes for deeper sweetness. Scatter in fresh herbs, thyme, rosemary, or, most classically, a sprig of fresh basil. Each herb brings its own character. Thyme is earthy, rosemary is piney, while basil adds a peppery lift. Let them infuse the sauce as it simmers. For a touch of richness, stir in a knob of cold, unsalted butter. This is the Italian trick for a velvety, glossy sauce that clings to every bite. Alternatively, a spoonful of mascarpone or a swirl of heavy cream can add a creamy dimension, though purists often prefer to let the wine and olive oil shine. Return the seared chicken pieces to the pan, nestling them in the bubbling sauce. Spoon the sauce over the top, ensuring the chicken is bathed in all those complex flavors. Cover the pan and simmer gently. The key here is patience. Allow the chicken to finish cooking slowly, absorbing the essence of the wine and herbs. As the sauce thickens, it envelops the chicken in a fragrant golden glaze. What sets an amazing chicken Chardonnay apart is balance. The sauce should be bright but never sharp, creamy yet never heavy. Taste and adjust. Perhaps a pinch of sea salt, a twist of black pepper, or a squeeze of fresh lemon juice to heighten the flavors. For a final touch, Scatter over a handful of chopped Italian parsley or basil for freshness and a splash of color. But let's not forget the accompaniments. Classic Italian Chicken Chardonnay begs for a side that will soak up every drop of the luscious sauce. Creamy polenta, silky smooth and flecked with Parmesan, is a perfect canvas. Alternatively, a simple risotto or a mound of fresh pasta, tagliatelle or pappardelle, will do the job beautifully. Even a rustic loaf of crusty bread, torn by hand, can be the ideal companion, ready to mop up the last traces of wine-infused goodness. The secret to amazing Italian chicken Chardonnay isn't just in the steps or the ingredients, it's in the way you approach each stage. Cook with care and intention, savoring the aromas as they fill your kitchen. Taste as you go, adjusting for balance and brightness. And, perhaps most importantly, share the dish with people you love. Italian food is about connection, about laughter around the table, and the joyful clinking of glasses. There's also room for creativity. While the classic version is sublime, don't be afraid to make it your own. Some cooks add artichoke hearts, olives, or capers for a briny kick. Others throw in wild mushrooms for earthiness, or finish the sauce with a shower of grated pecorino. A handful of baby spinach or arugula stirred in at the end will wilt gently, adding freshness and a hint of bitterness. The beauty of Italian cooking is its adaptability. Respect the foundations, but feel free to improvise. Presentation matters too. When you serve Italian chicken Chardonnay, take a moment to plate it with care. Arrange the chicken atop its chosen accompaniment, spoon the sauce generously, and garnish with herbs or lemon zest. The dish should look as inviting as it tastes, promising comfort and elegance in every bite. As you savor your first forkful, notice the interplay of flavors. The tender chicken, infused with the fruity, nuanced notes of Chardonnay. The silky sauce, redolent with garlic and herbs. The subtle tang of tomato, and the bright freshness of lemon and parsley. Each bite is a celebration of Italian culinary philosophy. Simple ingredients, treated with respect, brought together in a way that honors tradition while inviting personal expression. In the end, the secret to amazing Italian chicken Chardonnay is a blend of art and science, a respect for technique, a love of great ingredients, and a willingness to cook from the heart. It's about letting each component shine while bringing them together in perfect harmony. Whether you're preparing it for a special occasion or a cozy family dinner, this dish is sure to captivate and delight. So next time you crave a taste of Italy, remember these secrets. Seek out the freshest chicken, choose a lively Chardonnay, build your soccosi with patience and love, and finish with a flourish. Let the aromas fill your kitchen, the flavors dance on your tongue, and the experience linger long after the last bite. That's the true magic of Italian chicken Chardonnay, a dish that's as unforgettable as the country that inspired it.